In this video, we are going to be learning how to make the footwear pattern you're seeing on your screen. So sit tight and watch how we're going to get this pattern done. We have already started by drawing a straight line, and then we are going to measure the length from where the pattern will start, from the front of the last to the back, which is the cone. So we are going to be using 5 inch as the length of the pattern. 5 inch. Then the total length of this line is 12, so the half should be 6 inch. So I just located the center of the line, and then I'm going to divide it into 2. After getting the center line, then we are going to measure the 5 inch length of the pattern, and then we are going to draw a line at the end also. Then I'm going to be measuring the width of the front pattern, which is going to be 2 inch or less than 2 inch, depending on how wide you want it to be. So I'm going to be using 2 inch for this. So if you want it to be a bit wider, you can increase the measurement. If you want it to be a bit smaller, you can also decrease the measurement. But in this case, we are going to use 2 inch. As you can see, I have drawn the line. So I'm going to measure 0.9 on both sides of the center line now. I'm measuring 0.9 inch on both sides of the center line, and after that I'm going to also extend the line towards the end of the pattern. After that, you cut out some part of the pattern. Now I'm going to give some places a curve. Here has to be curvy to give the pattern a good look, and after that you cut out the shape of the pattern. Now you can see here, you also give here a curve so that it will look stylish. On both sides, you give it a curve and then cut out the shape of the pattern as you can see, and then the one part of this pattern is done. So this part of the pattern is done. We are going to the second part, which we're going to mask the last to be able to get it. So after masking your last, you measure the counterpoint from here to down part of the counterpoint. You measure 2.2 inch. That is where the stripe will start from. Then from the back here to here is 3 inch. That is where the pattern will start from the side. At this point, I'm going to measure the width of this stripe. I'm going to be using ½ inch for the width of the stripe. You can use a bigger measurement, but this is the least measurement you can use, ½ inch. You can use 1.5, you can use 1 inch, depending on how big you want the stripe to be. So you draw your counterpoint and then start drawing the pattern. Sorry, I missed some of the area I'm supposed to mask, so let me quickly do that. So in this case, you can see I'm using my description to make the drawing. So you have to be artistic as a shoemaker to make some certain patterns. If you are not good in drawing, you will find it a bit difficult to make some patterns like this. So I'm also going to measure that same ½ inch here in order not to make a mistake. So you can see we are done with the drawing. So the next thing now is to cut it out and then place it on our cardboard to develop it. After cutting out the pattern, you now place it on your cardboard. Make sure you place it in such a way that you will be able to add some measurements where necessary. So after that, at the back, you draw a straight line After drawing a straight line, then you add your lasting allowance on the stripe. Then you cut out the pattern and then fold it into two from that straight line you drew at the back of the pattern. You fold it into two equal parts. Then the next thing is to use your staple to pin the pattern so that it won't move while cutting it out. So after pinning it, you gradually cut out the pattern. As you can see, I have done that. So let's see how this whole thing looks. So we are done with this tutorial. You can see how the whole thing looks. It is very simple. Remember, from here to here is 2.2 inch that has to be outside. 2.2 inch from here to here, 2.2 inch. That is what will remain outside to give the footwear a good shape. And also the size of the buckle you are going to use determines the width of your stripe, your buckle stripe. Thank you. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and see you next time.